Today, I'm breaking down what the best faction in Warhammer 40k really is. And the answer might surprise you. To me, best falls into three different categories. The strongest in terms of tabletop gameplay, the best overall group for beginners, and the best in terms of overall experience gameplay, tabletop, strategy, and lore. So instead of giving you one lazy answer, I'm going to break down all three and then give you my overall pick. Now, if I'm talking strictly about competitive play, this changes with the updates to the balances all the time. That being said though, Aeldari or Eldar always sit near the top. They're fast, they're lethal, and they are brutally effective if you know what you're doing with them. They reward smart positioning and they punish mistakes hard. Other factions I constantly see doing well on the tabletop include the Tyranids for their insane overall board dominance and control, Chaos Space Marines with their powerful synergies with demons, and Imperial Knights because their insane stats can win games on their own. Now, the downside to this is all of these armies have a very high skill ceiling, so it can feel unforgiving playing as them as a beginner. Now, when we talk about the best army for beginners, I'm not just talking about win rates, I'm talking about the best way to learn and explore the tabletop gameplay. And that, to be honest, is where the Space Marines really shine. They're tough, they're flexible, they're easy to understand, and on top of that, they've got a massive amount of models in their range. They've got clear, well supported rules, and they get regular updates as well from Games Workshop. And there's a ton of sub factions that fit almost any playstyle. You want to play long ranged or you want to play CQB, you've got a plethora of choice for that. If you like shooting, tanks, or big hero units, Space Marines have got all of that covered. Then you've also got armies like Necrons who've got simplicity and durability on their side. And then you've also got Orcs, which are really straightforward and fun to play. But if you're someone that's brand new to all of Warhammer 40k, starting out with Space Marines as I did would probably be my recommendation for anyone. So what do I think is the best overall faction in 40k? Honestly, it's whichever faction you love playing with. The army that you're excited to build, paint, and put on the table is always going to be more effective than an army you pick just because it was the meta. I've seen skilled players win tabletop matches with mid armies simply because they knew the lore and the rules inside out from a faction that they love. That being said, if I absolutely had to crown one army for accessibility, versatility, lore, and beginner friendliness, that would be the Space Marines. There's just so many things that you can do with them, and you can build your armies up to such a level that even beginners can start to really explore and expand their way onto the tabletop.